Hello everybody and welcome to another video of mine. I am Herbert, aka the IT guy, and today we'll be looking at 5 Windows shortcuts that will make your life easier, or at least, maybe you'll learn a thing or two because you didn't know these combinations. So I'm not gonna keep on rambling, I'm just gonna go straight into it and start with the first one. So if you've ever wanted to take a screenshot of your desktop, for example, when you have for example 2 monitors, it can often happen that Windows just takes a screen capture of both monitors at the same time. You have to paste that into Microsoft Paint, and then you have to shrink it down and make the second monitor disappear, or maybe you have to make some tweaks here and there. There is something that's called Snip and Sketch, but actually when you open Snip and Sketch you might not read that, but when you press the Windows logo, Shift and S at the same time, you actually get this menu without having to go over here and then clicking New. So what will actually happen is we're going to do this right now. So Shift Windows S, and then we get this screen over here. I don't know if OBS picks this up, but this is going to give you an idea of how it will look, and then you can actually just let's just go into Paint, for example, and we can actually just paste that in here. So let's do this over here. So let's just paste a window, for example. Let's just do this one. And then it will say that the snip has been saved to the clipboard, and now we can actually paste that into Paint, for example, or whatever application that you're using. If you wanna send this to a friend, using Discord or maybe in Messenger or WhatsApp, it's perfectly possible with this. The next one is going to be a little bit of, I don't know if I should put this in the video, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I think that it's still a great feature of Windows, although I don't use it. I think that for some people it might be very good. It's going to be the Windows game bar, or the Xbox game bar, and that shortcut is going to be the Windows key G, and that will bring up the game bar. So the Windows game bar is an overlay, and it gives you the performance metrics, and there's also a lot of tweaking possibilities. You can also capture things, so it's easy for you if you want to just quickly record a video. You can do that by just pressing capture, and then it will start capturing the software that you're in. So the next one is going to be the Windows and Tab. So most people are familiar with Alt Tab, which gives you overview of all your programs and you can switch between them, but Windows key tab is going to give you a little bit more of an overview. So over here I have a lot of things going on my desktop over here. So on the other monitor there's also a lot of applications right now. But I'm not going to show you those because it's my script and stuff like that. You don't want to see that. But we're working on this monitor over here. So let's just say that I open up Visual Studio Code as well. Let's just give it an example, and let's do the Windows key tab, and then we're going to have an overview of everything that's on our desktop right now. We can also create a new desktop over here. So creating a new desktop will give you, you can have a desktop for work, and then you can have a desktop for private use, and then you can have another desktop for maybe some graphical design or maybe some coding that you're going to do on the side. So it's handy to have multiple desktops in a lot of situations. Yeah, so this is going to give you the ability to do that. So the Windows Tab key, Windows plus Tab key combination is going to give you that ability. But also there's going to be a lot of history as well. So everything that I did over here. So I've been doing some Docker, I've been doing some PowerShell over here. I've also been editing my WoW config file because I couldn't log into my default realm, so I had to change the WTF file. But anyway, it gives you a lot more possibilities than just doing the Alt-Tab key combination. So for the next key combination, we're going to be using the Windows key Shift combination again. We're going to be using our arrow keys right now. And so I have this config file open, which you can use for my World of Warcraft configuration files. I'm going to be using it to move this over to my other monitor. Check this out. So Windows key Shift right, and it moves it over to this monitor on the right. Windows Shift key left, and it moves it over to the monitor on the left. You can actually release the Shift key as well, and you're gonna do to the left, and it's going to give you half the screen over here. Do it to the right, and it's going to give you half the screen over there. So it's a cool key combination. If you just do Windows key arrow up, it's going to maximize it again, and you're going to have your full screen ready to go. So for my last combo, I thought, you know, maybe just use a classic. Everybody uses the Microsoft Task Manager nowadays. It used to be so that you could just straight open it up with Control-Alt-Delete, and that would just instantly pop up your task manager, but that's no longer the case. Now you have this screen, and I don't know if I can actually show this right now because probably it's going to have some sort of lockout on my OBS, but you're going to have this menu first of all with lock, switch user, sign out, change your password, task manager, and stuff like that. That doesn't really need to be so, because you can actually click task manager over here, but you can actually go to task manager immediately by doing Control-Shift-Escape, and that will immediately open up your task manager, and you'll immediately see all of your software. You can click your performance, click your app history, startup, and things like that. So yeah, those are the 5 commands that I use the most, so the 5 key combinations that I use the most when I'm working on my PC. Some of them are new to me, especially the first one. I always was using, you know, screen capture using print screen and stuff like that, and just pasting it over into the MS Paint. It was a real mess, so I'm happy that I found this key combination, and actually it was always right in front of me, because I just had to read the little text that says, like, you know, you can use Windows key Control S to pop the screen up immediately. You know, I never really read those things. I was always too fast just clicking in, but I found that one. The Windows game bar also is very handy if I want to see my in-game performance when I'm gaming. Windows key, the Windows tab key is also very, very good, because, you know, you can see documents that you've worked on. You don't have to go into your Explorer and then clicking on recently opened documents if that's already populated in that list. You never really know that. And yeah, so Windows Shift key to move my so if I'm gaming and I'm, you know, if I'm queuing for a dungeon in Warcraft, then I can actually just open up Hearthstone and then move that over to my second monitor, play some Hearthstone while I'm waiting, and that's also very good. And then of course, yeah, the Control-Shift-Escape is my default go-to tool for my task manager. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe, and if you like the video, hit that thumbs up and leave a comment down below if you have other key combinations that you use at home that I might have forgotten. Again, this is a very short list. There are tons of key combinations out there, but I just had to filter the ones that I use the most, and, you know, some of them you might be already familiar with, some of them you might not. Maybe you're familiar with all of them, maybe you didn't know any of them. Whatever the case, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.